What's up? It's Rob from Coach Ford again from Lacrosse Playground. Today I've got a Rabel 2, a 10-minute traditional, and I'm going to do a live stringing. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than normal. I'm going to walk through some basics with it. It's pretty easy all around to use. Today I'm wearing a KO University shirt, wearing Masumi Gino from the 2014 World Games. From his sophomore year at KO University. Thanks for the hookup, Chris. So far, got 10-minute traditional. It's a pita pocket. I'm a fan of pitas over a 6-diamond traditional. I tend to use a 7-diamond. They do have a little basket down at the bottom. There's a full review of this coming soon. But I want to do a live traditional stringing first for you. Very simple. Get a little knot in your sidewall to do your top string. 10-minute traditional uses all String King. Thank you for the tip strings. Gotta love tip strings. Easiest thing to do, I tend to do this on accident every time, is I throw in that sidewall first. Gotta throw in the cross lace. Whenever they come in, they're going to be tied off together. You just untie them. You're going to put that cross lace through up here. Cross lace through up here. It's going to hold it in place just a little bit. Okay? And you can see what's going on there. Then I'm going to throw my sidewall right through that hole. Same hole. We're using the top hole in the Rabel. Most traditionals start right up top. If you've never strung a traditional before, these are a great way to go. Cost you a little bit of money, but honestly, it's a great strung pocket. And if all you can do is some mesh, which is nothing to scoff at, but if all you can do is mesh, you're going to be able to do this head just fine. It's basically stringing a mesh pocket all over again. So I'm going to go in through the back, right through the loop. Alright, pull it nice and tight. Now I'm going to run, as you see I've been holding the 10-minute traditional up this whole time. I'm going to run this string right through the loop in the leather. Takes a little bit of squeeze. Back up through the front. You see a lot of guys that go back to back and then their pocket just looks silly. Their top strings tend to rip a little bit more. Go from the front to the back this time. Right through the loop again. Pull tight. Got caught on the wrong side of the leather, so I'm going to go ahead and switch that up. Now I'm going to pull that top string knot pretty tight. Not too tight, so I don't have the leather pulled around the back of the head. You'll see there. First one. Now we're just going to repeat the process going across. Real quick, real easy. Overall, the first time I did this, it took me about 13 minutes. You'll see, again, back to front, through the loop, through the front, to the back, through the loop again. Keep getting caught there on the wrong side of the leather, so we're going to switch up the way I do that a little bit. Make sure that you have one side of the knot on each part of the leather there. It's easier to see with the gray, so I was waiting until I got to that middle channel. You'll see this is nice and tight right here. It looks kind of bunched up on the 10-minute traditional to start. As you go across, it will start to stretch out. The pocket comes out nice and tight. Comes out with a nice feel to it. Again, all String King materials. Gimalax leathers. Gimalax cross lace. Very high quality stuff. 10-minute traditional really didn't mess around here. You don't have any fraying that I've noticed on anything. Get a lot with spools of cross lace. You'll get a little bit of a fray here or there as you go through. I mean, it is 100 yards, so it's bound to happen. But some companies will just kind of burn that down and leave it on there. Not 10-minute traditional. These guys held up real well. Again, a little pricey, but if all you can do is mesh and you really want a traditional head, or you're that guy that's always had someone string up a traditional for you, and they've gone away to college, they moved, you went away to college, hopefully, but you just don't have anybody that can string a good traditional for you, or your stringer's unavailable for you, give these guys a call. They'll hook you up with a real good pocket. They'll do any style that you want, any number of diamonds, any number of twists. They were very detailed when we spoke about these pockets with them. They gave a very specific pattern because I have been stringing traditionals for about 10 years now. They gave me the option to kind of really get it tweaked. So if you like 3 twists, 4 twists, 1 twist, however you want it done, let them know. These guys will customize it specifically to you, and you'll get a real sick pocket out of it. So now I'm on the other side, obviously. Just going to do Rabel 2, so it's nice and simple. Single little half hitch. Quick, easy. I'm still not tying off that cross lace so that I can adjust it at the end. Boom. Top string done. No one puts in a traditional that quick. It's not going to happen. Whether it's standard traditional, you got to run the leathers. You got to get your nylons all set up. Then you're punching nylons through leather. It takes longer, and it doesn't normally come out that smooth. These guys did real good work on this pocket all around. Seen a couple of their competitors. I'm impressed. Taken off of the Thompson video on my traditionals. Everybody can learn a little bit more here or there. Like I said, I've done it for a while, but they're big on the 1-inch spacing. So I start at that next hole down on the Rabel 2. Again, traditional pockets tend to start pretty high. Every other at the top here on the sidewall. Standard little over-under there. Get that sidewall nice and locked in tight. Pull down nice and hard. You want to keep them all about 1-inch spaced. Make sure whenever you see these twists, you'll notice here there's the twist, that you have a nylon facing the top, nylon facing the bottom, and whenever you go through, you don't go through to where it opens up. So if I go through the bottom there, of course it doesn't want to loop, notice that it came undone, right? So you guys see how that worked? You want to it should look like you're going over the top. So twist it nice and tight, right through the front. And it's okay if you do do that a couple times. You can always just twist it back into place. Still, every other at this point on the head. I'm going kind of slow on the sidewall for right now. Just so you guys can see what everything's going on. If you want to fast forward, you can. When I get through this sidewall, the next sidewall I'm going to do much quicker. See how quick it can go. I'm not the fastest guy in the world, but I'm a pretty reasonably fast stringer. So you'll notice that it doesn't take very long. Overall, like I said, I went from opening the box to having this fully strung the first time, never having seen this pocket before, in 13 minutes. That's opening the box, untying all the strings, getting everything good to go. I do have some String King shooters, but everybody pretty well knows how to put in their shooters, and it's very individualized, so I'm not doing that in this video. Right here, again, pull tight. I like to hold my thumb right there as I do it. Tends to keep that sidewall a little tight so you can really get it locked in there, okay? Done 3. This is a Rabel 2, so if you're using a Rabel 2, this video will be very specific to you. For everybody else, you can do it however you'd like. As far as tensions go, I've got 3 locks there. I'm now going to start skipping every 2 holes because the holes get a little tighter on the Rabel 2 as you go down the head. That keeps it at that 1-inch margin. A little bit spread out there towards the end of the pocket because I do like my pockets to be mid. Again, let these guys know, and this pocket's pushed right where I need it to be, right out of the box. Traditionals can be kind of a pain about that sometimes. So, again, locking this off. Pulling up, pulling down, nice little tight lock. Overall, guys, I've been very impressed with this product. You'll see a full video review of this week. Shouldn't be too hard to get done. I've thrown around with it a bit already, but I want to make sure that I give it the full credit that it deserves, and I wanted to get this live stringing video out for you first. Again, every 2 holes, so on the 4th one down, that's where we're going to go. All right. For those of you that have only ever done mesh, it's very similar to not locking the mesh down to the sidewall, just running it through. Everybody's come out with all these new terms and everything. I use just standard lock, interlock. It's pretty easy. Don't understand the reason of changing what isn't broken. So stack SI, all that, that's a mess. It's easier just to say lock or interlock. A double, triple, easy. Last skipping of 2 holes here, okay? We're going to go lock this off real quick. Just like on the top, I've got some nylon hanging here from the outer part of the channel. See it hanging off a little bit, right? It's going to go through that bottom hole, as you can see there, first. Again, easier if you do the nylon first. It doesn't have a tip on it because obviously it's burned and cut. String King has the tips. Pop it right through there. Don't tie that off quite yet. Those of you that haven't strung traditional before, you'll understand, or you won't understand as much as those of us that have strung traditionals before, that a lot of tweaking goes into these pockets whenever you're done. Getting it stuck in there takes about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes tops. But you'll notice some looseness in some of the loops. It's all about positioning. It's all about how you like your pocket. Some people like the looser loops. Some people like the tighter ones. So this is putting it on the head. There's still the tweaking to do, and that's really just kind of running your fingers down, getting it to 10 spots that you want it to be. You'll notice that a lot of us do that a lot. You'll see guys who use traditionals like the Stanwicks and things. They shoot, kind of stuck up in a ground ball. They're doing a lot of tweaking right afterwards. So now I'm going to do this second side. Alright, and now comes the controversial part between traditional stringers. Some guys say go down straight through the bottom, leave it that way. I'm not a fan. I've been doing this way since Jason at Lacrosse World, whenever I worked there in college at Towson, showed me. I go up through the bottom. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Go ahead and grab that leather. Rabels have pretty small holes in the bottom. Pull it tight. Well, not too tight, but tight enough. Just get it out of the way. To the next one. Pull up. Over. Pull that basket out a little wider. Tuck them down through there. So you'll see all those are hanging there. You can tie them around your stick. Some of the heads, like the Rabel 2, it has those little holes there in the front. I like to tuck them through there, keep them out of the way. Pull some of that extra slack out of the way. Now we're going to go ahead, punch in that pocket a little bit. You'll notice it sits nice and even. Real good. Still getting used to doing the camera and the video reviews, guys. Give me a little bit of slack there. You'll notice, though, as I push on it, some of these loops are real big, real small. That's going to come from the stringing process. And all I'm going to do is just go through here. I'm going to pull it a little tighter. Shift it down. Some of that excess slack out of the way. It takes a little bit of time. Once you're all done, you'll tie off your knots, same as you do up top, your top string. Get it all set up, throw your shooting strings in, and you've got a 10-minute traditional. Takes all together, tops, even if you're not that great a stringer, about 20 minutes. They will have a bunch more tutorial videos, but I know that they're getting their site up, so I figured I'd post one for you. Like I said, I've been doing these for about 10 years, so it was pretty easy for me to throw it in. I've had my nephew who does a lot of the reviews with us too. He's going to University of Cumberland's next year. You string a lot of traditionals. He's taking a look at it. He could do it too. And he's no phenomenal stringer. That's by far. Give him a shot, guys. 10minutetraditional.com. Look for the full review on lacrosseplayground.com. If you are a vendor who would like us to check out your equipment or anything that you're making, any services that you provide, go ahead and hit us up at lacrosseplayground.com. With the info contact, or you can shoot me an email directly at rob@lacrosseplayground.com. If you're a college player or a high school player who's going somewhere special and you're a great recruit and you've got something we just got to see for your grip and rip, you should hit us up as well. That'll be Matt at lacrosseplayground.com. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Have a good one.